Good evening, I'm Bo Williams, and welcome to the 7. Let's get a look at the big 7 stories right now. Topping the list for us tonight, a big clue in the carjacking of a U.S. Postal Service van. Knoxville police have now identified one of the suspects tonight. You may remember last Wednesday, a U.S. postal worker reported that they were held at gunpoint by two unidentified men. One of them drove away in the mail carrier's truck, the other in a white Toyota. Well, about an hour later, officers found the stolen mail truck and one of the suspects in a vacant lot off City View Avenue, but that suspect ran away. Well, Knoxville police now say they believe that suspect is 18-year-old Kimian Straughter. We're told Straughter was a juvenile when the crime happened, so juvenile petitions are on file charging him with carjacking, aggravated assault, and weapon charges. But police still need to find him, and they still have not identified the second suspect. We're told Straughter should be considered armed and dangerous, so if you see him or know something that can help out investigators with this case tonight, you're asked to please call Crime Stoppers, the number 865-215-7165. Our next Big 7 story, devastation from weekend storms in Middle Tennessee. The tornado outbreak killed 6, 3 in Montgomery County, 3 in Davidson County. National Weather Service says the tornado that hit Clarksville was an EF3 with peak winds around 150 miles an hour. It's been confirmed the tornado that hit Madison, Hendersonville, and Gallatin was an EF2, still deadly and strong. Now, these were just 2 of the twisters that impacted Middle Tennessee and southern Kentucky on Saturday. Here's more of the aftermath as you take a look here at some of this video behind me. And you saw that traffic light not just knocked down, but flattened. This was in Madison. Utility poles snapped, lines down, blocking many streets in that area. Also from Madison, check out some of this incredible video. This was sent into our Nashville affiliate, and when you look closely, you're able to see an explosion when the tornado hit a substation. Don't know if we've got that for you, but the blast and the damage from the storm, a major reason why power may be out for days in Madison, which is just northeast of the downtown Nashville area. And we're also getting a look at a tornado ripping through a neighborhood in Clarksville that was severely hit by those storms. As we mentioned, this was an EF3 tornado. Video was taken just minutes after that tornado blew through, cars, some of those in homes. The cars were damaged by flying debris. At a parking lot, we saw signs down, citizens directing traffic for first responders. Obviously, chaos as that storm made its way through.
Time. So whenever I visit Cookeville or Putnam County and parts of East Nashville and Germantown that were really devastated by the tornadoes that night, you can still see the scars of those tornadoes and scars of that disaster.
We know how to come together. The one thing about us is we know as neighbors we join hands, and as communities we lock arms.
You also heard there from State Representative Ronnie Glenn. We should note one of the tornadoes tore the roof off of Glenn's apartment. Glenn says, though, he'll have to move. Well, from the devastation to the recovery you just heard about, while multiple organizations around Middle Tennessee are helping their community in the aftermath, the people of Knoxville have also started now to pitch in, sending volunteers from the Red Cross, Tennessee Disaster Relief, and other nonprofit organizations to help out. When natural disasters strike, it takes a village to build back what was lost, which is why these organizations from Knoxville are now reaching out.
The volunteer spirit is so incredible, especially here in East Tennessee, that it really drives people to say, how can I help?
Meanwhile, Tennessee Governor Bill Lee and First Lady Maria Lee traveled across the volunteer state yesterday, speaking with residents about what they experienced during the storm. In one case, a resident told the governor all he could do was, quote, get in the bathtub and pray. Sadly, we do have to mention a warning that comes around in the wake of natural disasters like this. Watch out for scams. The Better Business Bureau's advice: before you donate, do your homework. Be cautious with crowdsourced fundraisers like GoFundMe or ones on Facebook, and ask a lot of questions. Also, don't feel pressured into giving. As for those affected, people who need work done quickly after a natural disaster are often targets of faulty construction, work, fraud, price gouging, loan scams. There is a number to call. It's 800-342-8385 to file a complaint with the Division of Consumer Affairs, or you can file online. Well, next on our big story list for you tonight, a call out to the public tonight with a man wanted for questioning in a homicide investigation in Granger County. don't you take a look at your screen. Authorities are looking for 21-year-old Dylan McFall. He's about 5'9", black hair, brown eyes. The sheriff's office says he may be armed and dangerous. McFall was last seen driving a white Ford Escape with the tag number 214BJTF. If you have any information on his whereabouts, you are asked to either immediately call 911 or you can call the Granger County E911 number, which is 865-828-3337. People around Knoxville with big feelings about housing. That's our next big story for you tonight here at 7. New data showing that a majority of Knoxvillians are in support of Mayor Kincannon's missing middle housing proposal. Now, in a poll done in collaboration with East Tennessee Realtors, 64% of City of Knoxville residents support changing zoning laws to expand what's called missing middle housing. The goal of the plan is to increase housing affordability for renters who live by themselves. Hanson Sale with East Tennessee Realtors says the change in zoning laws would allow for more duplexes, triplexes, and other smaller housing options to be built.
Right now, we're seeing that a large share, 41% of City of Knoxville residents live by themselves, yet a very much smaller percentage of our housing stock is studio, one-bedroom.
Knox County Planning Commission will vote on the plan this week, and if approved, will move to City Council, where it will need to be voted on twice. Traffic alert in our next big 7 at 7 list for you tonight. Beginning today through Saturday the 16th, there's going to be rolling roadblocks along Alcoa Highway between Cherokee Trail and Woodson Drive. This has been going on for several weeks now. According to TDOT, the rolling roadblocks will take place in 20-minute intervals to allow traffic to return to normal flow between operations. These roadblocks will happen throughout the day between 9 in the morning and to last until about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. TDOT says the schedule is dependent, of course, on weather conditions.